So you want to run a business, you want to run a detail business, you want to run any business. Well, I hope you're ready for days like this. Days like when you come outside and it was working, and then when you get somewhere to your appointment, it stops working. Let's go. So you want to start a detailing business. You've been seeing it around. You've been seeing success with it with certain people. Certain people could be me. And you want to know the ins and outs. Well, today I'm going to give you guys a little substance as into what it takes to run a detailing business. I'm not going to talk you guys heads off to death, but this is going to be an informative video because I get these questions a lot, and that's what I base my content off of. Just basically what people ask me and what people would like to see. So before we get into today's content, please, I always remind you guys, like, comment, subscribe, share this video, follow me on Instagram, OzzysPro.detail, Ozzys.pro.detail. My Instagram is very active, and I'm always dropping info on my Instagram, so just follow me, no matter what state you're in. Okay, so anyway, let's start off with my story. I started off detailing about, let's say, 7-8 years ago. I never sat here and say that. I never sit here and say things like I've been detailing for 20 plus years, because I definitely have not been. Like, before detailing, I was one of the regular people that will go get a bathroom towel and will start wiping things down and you know, go into AutoZone and getting the sponge and the brush and at the gas station. I always tell people that knowledge is power. You know, you can start off at 0, but when you know things, it takes you to 1,000,000. So I've, through time, learned the ins and outs of detailing and the ins and outs of business. Now, detail is just 50% of the business. The business side of things, taxes, paperwork, preparation, maintenance. Maintenance, when I say maintenance, not just the van, not just your equipment, not just your chemicals and stuff. I say maintenance of your business are very important. So when you know these things, this also helps your business elevate. Business credit. These things also help your business elevate, because you're gonna notice through time that you have to do certain things, and without certain components, or without knowing certain things, you miss opportunities, or you miss a chance to actually grow. You stunt your growth. So with that being said, my story, I just started detailing. I wouldn't say I took like classes and stuff. I definitely did it. I was a trial and error kid. I learned certain things, and then I'll use my car as a guinea pig. And if I messed it up with my car, at least I did it on my car instead of a customer's car. And through time, I got good at it. There's some areas that I'm weak in, and there's some areas that I excel in. And, you know, like, I'm not really a big paint guy, but I excel in shampooing. So you're always gonna have. You're never going to be perfectly well-rounded. That's just anybody. That's anybody that does anything with any business. You always have a weak point, you know? So the things that come with the business, excuse me, the things that come with the business is also another component of it. We're on the road. If you're doing mobile detailing, you're on the road. So when you're on the road, your equipment, your things tend to break faster. The good thing about it is that you can fix it as quickly as fast as it breaks, but it breaks faster than if you was in a shop. Why? Because wear and tear is harder than if it was in a shop. An air compressor or a pressure machine in a shop doesn't move. It sits there, it just starts and it goes. You maintain it, you good. As opposed to it being in a van or a truck, you're going over bumps, it's getting slapped around, thrown around, jumped around, you're pulling, you're yanking it, so it's going to wear faster. My advice and how I learned to stop getting stuck, when you're preparing to start your business, everything that you buy, you want to buy in twos. What do I mean by that? I mean, when I started off my business, I didn't buy things in twos, so when something broke or something was breaking, I was stuck. And when you're servicing people, it sucks to say, unless it's a matter of life or death, you're not allowed to get stuck. A customer doesn't want to hear that. You always got to be prepared. So I learned the hard way that preparation is key. Prepare for things to break. So everything you buy in two. So buy 2 pressure washers, buy an expensive one, and then buy a cheap one. Buy 2 vacuum cleaners, buy the expensive one, and then buy the little cheap one. Because when something breaks, you can just go home or go wherever you have your equipment based at and swap it. Get the job done, and then attend to what was breaking or what broke later on. So that's one method that I use when it comes to maintaining and running the business. It is stressful. That's with anything. That's if you're a nurse, if you're a doctor, if you are a detailer, if you are any type of person that just works in general. It's not easy sometimes. It's not easy sometimes. It's rough, and it takes a toll on you. It makes you want to quit. There's been plenty of times when I wanted to quit, but that's just the highs and lows of the business. Entrepreneurship is very ugly sometimes. Very ugly sometimes, but it's very rewarding and it's worth it. Because at the end of the day, you're running on yourself for yourself, and you're building something. Another thing I wanted to speak about when it comes to running and pushing a business is allowing yourself to flourish and grow. So everybody has their own story. Everybody has their own timing. I never allowed myself to, how can I say? Okay, I never determined my growth off of somebody else. What do I mean when I say that? I mean, if I have a friend, and this is the example, if I have a friend named Mike that started a detail business a little bit after me, and he's moving faster than me. He's moving to the point where he has multiple trucks, and now he has a shop, and now he's doing this and he's doing that. You would benefit more off of being happy for Mike than to be mad that Mike is ahead of you. Because being realistic, he's ahead of you now. Because at the end of the day, it's not a race. Everybody's story is different. Everybody's success story is going to be different. A person could be successful today, and you could be successful tomorrow. At the end of the day, y'all both are still successful. I don't believe in blocking my blessings. So be happy for people that are excelling and use it as motivation. Whether Mike started before you or not, use it as motivation. Reassess yourself. Okay, so Mike made it here. That means it's possible for me. Let me buckle down. And that's what I've always done. So I always say that because when you compare yourself to other people, you're not going to get far. The grass is not always green on the other side. You don't know the components that this person took to take or to get to that point. Every movement doesn't deserve an announcement. So definitely just stay focused on your grass, water your grass, always put certain fruits into your labor, and success is going to come. Money's going to come. Money comes when you are good at something. People pay for something you're good at, no matter if they broke or not. People don't pay for something that looks good and can't perform. They'll pay one time, and then once they realize they can't perform, they'll never pay you again. Money comes when you are perfecting your craft and people respect your craft and they understand the quality of your craft. When people respect and understand the quality of your craft, you can charge them $1,000. They'll pay it because they know that at the end of the day, oh, this is Ozzy. He know what he doing. You understand? I've been there. Third component. I get a lot of questions of how much do you charge? Now, prices, my number one rule is. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's content. I just got finished at this appointment. Did 3 cars in the sun. Come to the territory. About to head to this next appointment. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Follow us on Instagram. And yeah, take this information or whatever you do, whatever you choose to do with this information between you and God. Be well, people. Let me show y'all something.